dream that is the Vic Meier Show.
Hey, brother.
Much love.
Wait, the Timber Heritage Association. Yeah, I'll get it.
That about does it for this week's edition of the Vic Meier Show. And we'll always have an affinity for these places.
Well, they used to tell you to add a rock to the rock pile, and that will guarantee that you will come back.
What contest are we talking
The
about?
Liars Contest.
Ah, that's what I thought. So,
Yeah.
our own Uncle Bruce,
I won it one year.
who we know to be a spinner of tall tales, won the actual contest. So, I guess that gives me something to come back for, huh? Yeah? Look at that. We got a Carol making a Karen. This has got to be one of the greatest visitor centers. Alright, I found something I can't live without. Look at that. Isn't that cool?
Would you like to have a paper bag?
Oh, no. I'll be fine. Ready to hit the road? It was a fun little weekend. We're back to San Diego. On the road again. What'd you say, Eric?
Cannonball to home.
Cannonball?
Cannonball?
Cannonball! Cannonball! That about does it for this week's edition of the Vic Meier Show. Thanks for coming along. Thanks for joining me here in Tecopa. I'm doing great. Thank you guys very much. I really appreciate you.
Fun?
Are you kidding me? Look at the
Always
smile.
has fun.
Yeah.
I'm starting to have fun.
Well, you know, my channel has a motto. It's called Do Fun Shit.
Do fun shit?
Yeah.
I'm trying.
So just across the road here from Confusion Hill and what used to be the highway, this spooky little path, hidden mausoleum, where Minnie Stoddard Lilly was buried according to her wishes amongst the trees she loved so much. You may have heard me say it before. I'm going to say it again. Northern California, Humboldt County, it's a difficult place to get to, and an even more difficult place to leave. Love it here. The land of milk and honey. Much love. If you like what you're seeing, do me a favor and subscribe.
trying to bring us down. You better watch your mouth. All the things you say and the games you play, but I'm lost with the way that you played hard. Turn around. You were trying to yourself. Just stand on the steps.
Well, that was a fun weekend. And even more fun last night. But it's not all just fun. That fun comes at a price. That price is cleanup. Yeah, I'm wearing my steel-toed flip-flops. Let's clean this shit up.
Yeah, disclaimer. They only come so close. I only got flip-flops.
Yeah, fuck it. I just say, what would Jesus do?
He would just,
He'd wear sandals.
turn us into wine. Hey, Mark, you know what? On balance, it was easier.
Yeah.
I mean, this shit's heavy as hell. But
Well, because we didn't have to worry about the heat.
Yeah.
Normally, we're still dealing with heat.
Now all we have to do is worry about the metal. And just like that, there we are. Fire department helped put the fire out. It was our job this morning to rake everything together, scoop everything up, trash it. Then we combed the area with a magnet to make sure we got rid of all the hardware, nails, screws, etc. And that's it. Leave it better than you found it. Or at least leave no trace. Design this little cubby here so I have a place to put my shoes when I come in from outside. And as you can see, this sweet baby, this 42 pounds of love is taking over, and I might say happily, my life.
This week I'll leave you with a Vic Meier Show moment of nature, partially accompanied by a little lullaby that I play for my kids. I'll see you next week. Much love.
Well, hi, baby. This is usually where I sit and read the news in the morning. Now it's where we sit and cuddle. And I get a little bit of force love.
Baja California. The things you said last night down by the fireside, it didn't seem to mean much the next day. A bottle rocket blew up, a bunch of people threw up. I looked at my man Eno and this is what he said. He said, they say life is good and they say life is fun, but it isn't that way for everyone. I cross the border just to change the scene. The people around me gonna act the 15. For the fucking place where the money's not green. People take an ecstasy and masculine. But they drew the bars in blue. You know what to do. Get some. And I've learned from what I've seen. If I had to do it over, I wouldn't change a thing.
This vehicle would have been used for maintenance of way, so that would be like maintaining the track structure, sometimes even shuttling crew in between different points on the railroad. And the amazing thing is it was in totally derelict condition about 4 years ago. Wow. It had blackberry bushes growing all the way over it. At one point I was doing some work on the fuel system and I pulled one of these fuel lines and I was like, that's not in the diagram. Oh, that's a blackberry bramble, actually. So as you can see, she's looking quite good these days. We call her Queen Mary II. There's a funny story behind that. In the 1980s, the railroad up here was called the Eureka Southern Railroad. It was owned by a guy named Brian Whipple. I started posting about this online a few years ago and somebody was like, wait, is that the Queen Mary? I was like, I don't know, what is the Queen Mary? They said, well, Brian Whipple had a 78 Suburban high rail that everybody called the Queen Mary. The railroaders would ride in it and they would, you know, go up and down the tracks, get relieved from, you know, train wrecks, whatever. And basically, we figured out that this is not Brian Whipple's Queen Mary 1. It's just a different one that kind of looks like it. And somebody online was like, yeah, well, it should be Queen Mary 2, and the name's
Nice.
So, yeah, and so we use it for maintenance of way, shuttling crew, that kind of stuff. We've done a full paint restoration on it. I'm actually the Eureka High School auto shop teacher, so my high school students worked on it. They're at the shop.
The high school students?
Yeah. So we did like brake upgrades on it. We had the wheels and tires off. We did suspension work. All sorts of restoration. My buddy Jacob, who's kind of my one of my head mechanical guys, he did all sorts of paint restoration on it. It's got a big block in it, a 454, so he's done some work on the ignition system, vacuum system, electrical upgrades, all kind of stuff like that.
How fun.
It's a living, breathing piece of Southern Pacific Railroad history, which a lot of people get a real kick out of.
Really? I am too.
She's exactly 20 feet tip to tail.
Turns out that someone had to keep an eye on all that equipment. That somebody was Jack.
Jack, you will have the unruly task of watching over all of this. Right?
I've done it before, so.
Yes, I have.
Mickey and I are here to
Yes, you are.
keep you a little bit of company and get you a nightcap.
An old-fashioned is typically
Bitters.
water, sugar, bitter spirits. That is the original recipe for a cocktail. And when cocktails started becoming a little too busy, people would say, you know what, never mind all that other stuff, just give it to me the old-fashioned way. Now, I am firmly of the belief when you have a fine spirit like this Redwood Empire, which has some really unique flavors to it. Love this Redwood Empire whiskey. Hey, we're in the Redwood Empire, so why not? And I'm of the firm belief that if large ice cubes were available,
on a regular basis, rather than go with the water, people would have chosen a large ice cube. Just gonna give that a nice healthy 2-ounce pour. Ooh, I forgot the cherries.
Oh well.
You have to forgive me this
I
time.
will forgive you.
Jack?
Cheers to a successful evening and a good Fourth or Annie and Mary Day.
Yeah, good. Annie and Mary Day. You're number 2 for me.
Right.
Yeah. Thank you, Jack.
You're welcome.
And there it is.
We're
An
here.
old-fashioned, done right.
Done right.
Here with my friend Jack. And I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate how much you guys do to really preserve
History.
I really appreciate what you do to preserve history.
Bill, if you ever get a chance and you're in Samoa, we've got
Oh, yeah.
tons of local history.
Well, I'll be back. I'll be talking to you some more about all of this stuff. As most people know, I really love trains. So
I have since I was 2 years old. Christmas Day, 2 years old.
well, I'll definitely be back and definitely have a lot more to investigate and learn about the rail system here in the North Coast.
It's right now non-existent, but we're hoping to bring it back.
Awesome. Thank you, Jack. Cheers. I hope you appreciate what I do to dig up the truth, to dig up the facts as we find them through historical documents, records, newspaper articles, and all that sort of thing. But through those methods is how you build a story and how you tell the history of a place like Locke Historic District right here in California. Just a very fascinating place that I will definitely be back to investigate more of in the near future. So stay tuned. And I hope you enjoyed this visit through Locke Historic District.
And a free cup of coffee is my normal day. And I'm not going to say that it doesn't feel nice to be liked, but absolutely the attention should be on the animals. They have earned their place here, and also on the community that gave me my start. All those people trusted what I was doing and encouraged me. And if I got something wrong, they encouraged me even more. And so I've just been so lucky and so blessed to have that support. So, as we put in the book, the real kudos goes to the community, the people that have my back, and to the animals themselves in this beautiful place that we call home.
To find out more about what the bears know and Steve's book, go down to the descriptions and check out the link.
People all over the world ask me if I want my job back. I don't dwell on it because it's not a question that I need to answer. The city council and the town manager will never, ever employ me again. They've made that crystal clear. And so I'm sorry that people are so interested in it. I'm flattered, but they just don't understand where these people's heads are at and what their motivations are. It puzzles me to this day that I came up with a non-lethal approach to manage these animals and to teach them what it takes to live peacefully with us. It took off and became worldwide, and the television shows, magazines, newspaper, social media, it's really it's something that I can't get my head around, and I'm the person that all of this is focused on. It's very, very unusual, and I've tried to do the very best I can to represent those people and do my work in a sincere way that would make them proud. People can still watch the television series. The Bear Whisperer was paid for by Discovery and aired on Animal Planet, but you can Google it and watch it on your phone. People have this real connection with bears, and I think that is part of what has made me, indeed worldwide name with bear management.